Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Shadowrun Returns. Apologies for the break. Had a lot of real-life stuff come in to my life that happened to me. Let's just go ahead and keep playing, shall we? So, our goal right now is to return to Coyote. We've talked to a lot of these other people here, and now we're going to go back down and progress the story. So we'll click on this piano, enter the secret password, all that stuff, and we'll talk to Coyote. You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. Want to take a load off and watch with me? Did Sam have a sister? Her brow furrows. Yeah, I think he did. He mentioned her once. Didn't sound like they got along well. Oh. Your comlink chips, and the screen shows John Dresden, the coroner from Organ Grinders. He doesn't look happy. Dresden, you don't look so good. Never mind that, I'm fine. Listen, I'm at the NTSB investigation facility down on the docks with the corpse of what looks like another Ripper victim. If you want to check this out, I would get here fast before McCluskey does. Thanks for the call. On my way. The image on your PDA dissolves as the call ends. Another Ripper murder? Where? The docks. I gotta go. Okay, listen. I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before something bad happened. Sorry, guys. My, narrating voice is a little rusty. Give me a minute and I'll warm up to it. Worse than getting my arm torn off, and Sam was my friend. You head to the docks and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister Jessica. She might be able to help us. Thanks, I appreciate the help. Yeah, I'm not going to turn away an offer of help in a situation like this. It just doesn't seem smart. So it looks like we're on our own here. I need to refresh my memory of what our arsenal is here. Make sure we got all the items we need. Yeah, we got 3 medkits, a revive, this program, and a grenade. So I think that's about as prepared as we can get in this situation. I don't think there's anything else we need to buy, so let's say we just get on over there. Alright, so it looks like I could talk to these guys again. I really don't think that anything new is going to happen. I'm going to talk to Mrs. Kubota real quick and just see if she has anything new to say. Nah. Same dialogue. That's fine. Alright, so we're going to leave the Seamstresses Union, and we're going to go and investigate this murder at the South Seattle docks. The South Seattle docks. Leaving the Seamstresses Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with his latest victim, left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle is your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pellets repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters of the broken-down streets. Disreputable is this district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located on a small strip of dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. So we're in a pretty seedy area. Not that any place in this game is not seedy. So we're just going to walk around. It looks like we can talk to this street walker, who is totally not a prostitute. Hey, looking for a good time? Not really. Know anything about the NTSB? Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old crap from that place for years. Not worth my time, though. Okay. So let's see if we can get into this murder scene. Halt! The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly, like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. You looking to get dusted, street scum? I'm working with the coroner, Bronze. Open the gate. Sure you are. And I'm Lofweir, the king of dragons. Beat it. Let's see if we can talk him into it. Get out of here. Okay, fine. Excuse me, ma'am. Ah, excellent. Well, I can't pay you, but I need to distract the guard by the fence around the corner. She looks at you knowingly. Well, business is slow right now anyway. I guess this might at least be entertaining. Excellent. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Alright, so we've distracted the guard, but I'm not sure what we do from here. Oh, okay. Let's click on this and see if it takes us somewhere. Oh. Hey, that's mine! Who raised you? A pack of wolves? Ladder is rightly mine. I'm not taking it far. I just need a little boost over the fence. Oh, you break into the NTSB warehouse too? If you see any of them airplane blankets or pillows, snag me one. Sure, old man. Why not? So we'll use this ladder and we'll climb over the fence. And that should get us in. Oh, nice. We got some karma for that. That's something I love about this game, is that you get experience not just from battle, but you also get it from doing things. So we could spend this on ranged combat, and I think I very well might do that, if for no other reason than I just want to have a bit more accuracy. Could also get some dodge, which is not a bad choice. But I think in this case, the best defense is a good offense, so we're going to go ahead and spend this on ranged combat. Oh, we also unlocked an additional weapon slot. That's awesome. Because I'd like to get something that's a little more accurate at range. Maybe like a rifle. I think that would actually be a pretty good complement to our character. So, let's go ahead and let's explore this area a little bit. We don't want to go over here because this guy will get mad. But there might be some items or people hiding around this area. So far, not seeing anything. This game's kind of tricky in terms of letting you know whether or not you can get something. Like it did, you saw that icon earlier, and it seems to do that with mission items, but it doesn't always tell you if, say, there's some extra money, like in a drawer, or things of that nature. I kind of like that, because it rewards you for, really taking it slow and walking around. So it doesn't look like there's anything here, so we're just going to keep going. See what happens. The warehouse. Inside, the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. Wow. Okay. I'm just going to keep going. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks top a large utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls made a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet of the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. Oh, please let there be some combat so I don't have to narrate anymore. This is just not a good narration day for me. Alright, so we've got an officer here, and oh boy, McCluskey's here as well. So we were a little too late. You again. How'd you find out about this murder? The press hasn't even picked up on it yet. I read some tea leaves. Magic is real, you know. Check the attitude at the door, punk. Lone Star still has jurisdiction on this crime scene. We've gone through the researcher's computer, and I have suspicions this is a copycat crime. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer, and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Well, scientists don't make good criminals. Tell me about it. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his courtmaster's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. Oh, that was nice of him. So let's go talk to Dresden real quick. Maybe. Come on. Dresha, still working for the dead man? He chuckles. As you can see, we've got another Ripper victim on our hands. Looks like business is good for Dylum work these days. Ha, yes. Yes, indeed. The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. Cause of death, unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of major pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Nice hole where his chest was, so what was on the butcher's shopping list? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Who is that woman over there? No clue. She just showed up. Next of kin, I think. Sounds like the Ripper's taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. Any theories? Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting, since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants very easy, but it is an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? He seems like a real go-getter. Aguirre? How do you say that? Is it Aguirre? I'm just going to go with Aguirre. Sorry to people that know how to pronounce this. Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, ma'am? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. So are we getting any closer to a suspect? McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. Alright, well, let's just look around then. Alright. Let's talk to this lady over here. Shannon Halfsky. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I'm independent. What's your relationship to the dead man? The suspicion in her voice and eyes departs almost instantly when the subject turns to the deceased. He's my brother. I've been trying to speak with him, but I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Were there any other witnesses? Not so far as I can tell. Not among the living, anyway. Realization then dawns, bringing the light back into her eyes. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here tonight. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are others. Other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. Alright, what do you need? This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help, they wish to be heard, and I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? I'll do what I can. So, let's go here into the office first, since we have the key, and see if there's anything of interest in here. Okay, so we'll investigate this desk here. The computer is locked with a 2-factor encryption key. Oh, that's not a problem for us, especially with a decking of 4. Send a dummy token upstream and packet sniff what returns. The auto-crack in your DEX program easily pieces together a real token from the data within the returning authentication key. The cyber terminal unlocks. Alright, let's read the notes from the case file. Case file number 95, Federated Boeing Jetliner. Corporate owner Ares. I'm not going to read through all of this, I'm just going to see if there's anything of interest here. Mechanical issues, altimeter issues, and then the pilot exited. Oh boy. Nice. Very classy. Okay, this one's been redacted. This file's been corrupted. Let's read the researcher's private notes. The notes that appear on screen pertain to NTSB case file number 96, the crash of an Ares jetliner near the UCAS and Sioux Nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigator's notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Renraku research initiative. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the researcher's notes to your PDA. Awesome. So this may not actually help us with the story, but we just made some money. And I'm okay with that. This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside, you see several of the dead man's personal items. Alright. Toothbrush. Still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. That's disgusting. And the comb. As you reach for the comb, the hair on the back of your hair stands on end, and when you take it off its little shelf, your heart thumps in your chest. Hard. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You pocket the comb. Excellent. So we found one of the items we needed. So let's see what else we can find. Is there something over here we can get to? Oh yeah. Hey, look, a urinal. You don't need to go right now. The old poster depicts a svelte young woman posing with an assault rifle. Classy. Alright, so let's go into this area here, which I believe is through this door. This door. There we go. Yeah. So it looks like this is a staging area for the crashed planes. So they've kind of set up these seats to represent where things were before the crash. There's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage, or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Alright, let's dig through the shoe pile. Sorting through the shoes, you realize that there are 3 shoes with no matching pair. A left blue sneaker, a right red high heel pump, and a left black dress shoe. That is really hard to say. Nothing from the dress shoe. Nothing from the pumps. Here we are. The sneaker is a child's and has musty, sweaty smell. Oddly, you get a sort of shock as if from static electricity when you touch it. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You take the shoe. Okay. Is there anything else around here? This door is locked. There's something here, so let's investigate. It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Okay, there's an earring. Ooh. This earring is made out of burnished steel, formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. Okay, we've got a lunchbox, and, a cred stick. 200 nuyen. Thank you. Okay, so we've got 3 items, and she only needed 2, so maybe we'll get some extra karma from that. If not, oh well. We just made her day a little easier. Aside from the fact that, you know, her brother's dead. It feels as though you have found enough objects. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... What the hell is this? Oh, this is McCluskey. That's not McCluskey. Officer Aguirre trails after the detective, only meeting her eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene, officer, not some Salish drum circle. That's her brother. Makes it her business. No, that's a corpse, which makes it my business. Now, get the hell out. Come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret, or worse, something I'd enjoy. I'll help. Oh, nice. 5 karma. We will be putting that to very good use. Alright, Shannon, what do you got to say? That man is an ass. Yes. Very true. I'm going to stop with the accents, guys. It's just not working for me, so we're just going to read in the normal tone of voice. Except for Dresden. I kind of like that accent. There's no helping it now. I should just be grateful you were able to collect these items before those clods carted everything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they're anchored. We need to get back in there. Rent-a-cops like these won't type the place for long. Agreed. I'd expect it will be clear by nightfall. You sure you're up for this? As long as you can deliver and make it worth my while. Don't worry, I always follow through. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. And I'm going to go on a limb and say you know where to find the kinds of people we need. Just smile. Oh, nice. Fantastic. Good, I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled nuyen from inside a leather pouch, starts to count it out, then shoves the whole wad at you. Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps and the face of Coyote pops up on the screen. Coyote looks tense. Oi, Dracia, you in the middle of something? Yeah, I'm kind of busy right now. Sorry, I won't bother you if it wasn't important. Her jaw sets. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. BTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squats. Ran my world when I was growing up. Sounds nasty. Her brow furrows. It was, for all kinds of reasons. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers. Bad guys. They hooked him on high-amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since, trying to find him. You're on a crusade. Maybe. That's what Mrs. Kubota calls it. Her face lights up. She's running hot, has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on the way. Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. You know video, Coyote. I work, I get paid. Her face falls. I got nothing, woman. Call it a favor? Well, alright. Maybe there's a way for me to come out ahead anyway. Thanks, I'll send you the address. See you soon. So we could have dodged that, but it's also possible that they would have died in the attempt, and that would have been a shame. That would have been a shame. So let's see what we got here. Coyote's Crusade. The cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be the remnants of a public housing project. The buildings look like a cesspool filled with human debris. You find her standing with Paco on a street corner, eyeing the roofs, the doorways, the windows. Despite his attempts to engage her, Coyote barely says a word as the three of you weave your way through the tenements. You walk purposefully, her new cyber hand flexing open and closed with each step. It's unclear whether the action is voluntary or not. You circle around the back of a building, and Coyote jumps up, grabs the bottom rung of a fire escape ladder, and pulls it down. Without a signal, she starts her climb towards the roof. Paco looks at you worriedly and starts up the ladder. Thanks for meeting us, Dracia. I owe you one. Maybe I can find a way to make this pay off. You never know. She brightens. Oh, hey, listen, I got good news for you. You know Sam's sister, Jessica? One of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you at the Union later today. Hope that helps. Good job, thanks. She looks at you, her scarred face soft. Least I can do. Alright, let's get this done. My cousin Gino should be in one of the squats past that door up ahead. I hear there's a whole lab set up in there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside and a guard at the door inside. Like I said, don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty, so stay on guard. I just want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. Alright. I think that's a pretty good place to stop this video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It does help me out, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.